Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are...
Yeah, right. Or never let... That's nice, but... We're gonna... Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dougier Gaming. It's Terry. Today we are doing Wriothesley's, story quest, finally. Just this one. And, oh yeah, we unlocked Charlotte a few streams ago, so she's on the team. I don't know, I might start the little fungi event. It depends on how long Wriothesley's character quest takes. Because right now we are apparently looking for some guy's hat. We accidentally triggered a little bit of it back when we were doing the end of the Archon quest, so. We'll just jump right into it.
Paimon doesn't see anything here. Well, let's go somewhere else. Just where is that thing? Oh, this is taking longer than Paimon thought.
Is it in the water?
Nothing in the water either. Paimon thought it might have gotten blown in. Oh, we've looked everywhere and still not seen anything that looks like a hat.
We can just buy him a new hat. Let's just turn back.
That's a good idea. If he's just looking to cover his head, then it shouldn't matter what kind of hat he's wearing. Why don't we check out the rag and bone shop?
I didn't actually mention that part, but okay,
Paimon. Stuff in there.
I'm only paying for the hat.
How did you know what Paimon was thinking?
Because it's obvious.
Bad. Nothing gets past you nowadays.
Yeah, it didn't before. I just let you get away with it before.
Well, either way, let's go check it out first.
Anyway, we still have yet to even see Wriothesley in his story quest, so hopefully he shows up at some point. I know he will, that's the whole point, but right now it has nothing to do with him.
Paimon doesn't remember you being the boss.
Well, I'm just standing in for Mr. Alvar while he's off restocking the shop. Now just wait a sec. A blonde foreigner dressed all in white, accompanied by a glaze-covered flying chunk of gingerbread.
Chunk of gingerbread. Wow.
Oh, you must be the legendary traveler and their companion Paimon.
No. Well, you're half right. Paimon's the traveler's treasured companion, sure, but she's not some flying chunk of gingerbread.
I'm not a gingerbread man.
Sorry, I never thought I'd get the chance to see you with my own eyes, so got a bit ahead of myself. I hope you'll find it in your magnanimous hearts to forgive my discourtesy. I'm just a nobody, after all.
There's no need to put yourself down like that. Paimon's just venting.
Because everyone calls her a weird thing.
Why, your heroic actions at Aeneas have long made their way to the fortress of Meripede. We heard that you were personally received by His Grace when you made your way down here, you know. Ah, you were the envy of all. And you're one of His Grace's favorite people, so of course, everyone wants to be introduced to you.
And here I thought I had made it as a hero.
Well, I'd figure you'd appreciate honesty over flattery.
It's the fact that we're friends with Wriothesley.
After all, I also only joined up here because I'd heard Mr. Alvar was a good friend of the Duke. And though I've only caught scant sight of His Grace since then, as fate would have it, I've become fast friends with Mr. Alvar himself.
That's nice.
I mean, we've all got agendas, but rather than trying to force something to be true, it's often better to just go with the flow.
Oh, so now you're trying to kiss up to us.
Well, I did mean it when I called you legends, and it is indeed an honor to meet the two of you. Oh, enough of that. Is there something you're looking for?
A hat.
No problem. Anything else? Hey, feel free to check out anything you want. The credit coupon costs are on me.
Well, no, that's not fair.
Wait, but that's, you don't have to be so nice.
We have the coupons.
Well, it's not like I'm getting paid to watch this shop. Instead of more coupons, Mr. Alvar usually lets me just take my pick of our goods. Life's been pretty good recently, so I might as well just waive your bill. Never hurts to make some friends.
If you put it that way.
All right, Paimon will take a look.
Snacks.
Are you sure you don't want more? These opportunities don't come by every day, you know.
Yeah, but we don't want to be greedy. We'll just take the snacks for Paimon.
It's all right, 2 will do.
Never thought you'd turn down the chance to freeload.
It just doesn't feel the same if the owner's offering everything to you for free. But anyway, we don't need to get into that right now. We can discuss Paimanology later. The poor guy must still be waiting for us.
Is that a psychology or philosophy? Paimanology. Love it.
Thank you so much. We'll be off then.
No problem, and thank you for your patronage. I'd appreciate it if you could put in a nice word for our establishment the next time you speak to His Grace.
And there it is. The reason for the buddying up to us.
That's a real sneaky way of getting good reviews.
I mean, it's not that sneaky.
We've been gone a while. Paimon hopes
Freebies
that guy
is
in the
how
box
they do
hasn't
it.
passed out from lack of air.
Freebies is how they get good reviews. That's how a lot of companies try to get good reviews. By the way, this stream is not sponsored by MiHoYo. I do not work with or for MiHoYo. Be so silly to ever think I'd be sponsored. He's in the box here. Knock on the chest.
You can come out now. We found your hat.
You did? Oh, Archon, you just saved my life. Just one sec.
Here's a hat.
Wait, so you're not actually bald? You've got such a full head of hair, too.
Why are you needing to wear a hat?
I mean, I told you that there had been a misunderstanding. This has nothing to do with my hair.
It's not your actual hat.
Wait, this isn't my hat.
Well, we got you a new one. We tried really hard to look for your hat, but no dice.
To be precise, someone else gave it to us.
I see. Thank you so much.
That's
I'm
not what
really
he wanted.
grateful, but unfortunately, there's just something special about my hat.
It had valuables in it, or contraband, or something.
Does it have some kind of sentimental value?
Sure.
But, sorry, I can't explain at the moment. Time's tight as well, so I suppose I'll keep looking for a while.
Why were you hiding in the chest, man?
If you're looking for a hat, I just picked one up over here. Is it yours?
Thank you, Wriothesley. You've been holding it the whole time, and then just let us run around for 20 minutes.
Your Grace!
Oh, hey, Wriothesley. It's been a while.
Well, it's a slow day today, so I decided to go for a little stroll. Even if your workspace isn't cramped, it's still good to get some air. I'll say, I'm not at all surprised to find the two of you here. You never could turn down someone's request for help.
It's what good adventurers do, after all.
Is that so? Maybe I should consider asking the Adventurers Guild to open a branch here.
Adventurers that are in jail. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
As I recall, these hats are very important to members of the Beret Society. Best you avoid misplacing it again,
Oh.
You might not have the same luck next time.
Understood. Thank you so much, Your Grace. Then I'll be off. I'll get going now.
What a strange guy. Why did he care so much about his hat?
And about being seen without it.
Oh, and has he done something wrong? When he saw you, it was as if he'd seen a ghost.
That usually means they're doing something wrong, yes.
Oh, not at all. In fact, members of the Beret Society are model prisoners. They work hard and never get into trouble. They've saved me a lot of work, in fact. As for him, I'd guess he's just more of an introvert. It's not unusual for the more shy prisoners to freak out when I show up unannounced.
Huh? Shy? There are prisoners who are afraid to talk to people?
Not every crime was some big show, Paimon. Some people that are quiet also commit crimes.
Prisoners are still people, after all. There are as many crimes and motives as there are stars in the sky. The idea of the criminal as a selfish, heartless brute is just a stereotype. Such labels could never capture the complexity of even a single individual person. What kind of a person a prisoner may be and why they've committed a crime, we'd never know these things if they don't share their story with us.
Huh. You've got a point. Anyway, it's all good as long as it makes sense to you.
What's the Beret
Although
Society?
most of the societies here will just turn individual brawls into mass ones. The Beret Society does appear to be an exception, and it's instead trying to experiment with some novel and interesting things. If you have some time, why don't we grab something at the Coupon Cafeteria? It'll give us time to catch up, too. And if you're still interested in the Berets after that, I can take you to their usual gathering place as well.
Paimon's not the biggest fan of that cafeteria, but if we're gonna catch up...
We might as well.
All right then, please follow me.
Look, roll the dice. We're probably not going to get the gross food. We're not working long hours, so there's no reason for Sejwin to think we're tired. Because we're not working anymore. Well, we're not working here anymore.
Welcome, Your Grace, and the Traveler. Would you like 3 orders of today's welfare meal? Unfortunately, we weren't informed of your visit in advance, so we didn't prepare any super deluxe welfare meals today.
That's fine. But also, doesn't Wriothesley eat food from the cafeteria every day? He just picks it up and eats it in his office?
I'll pass on the food, then. What about you?
Super deluxe or bust. I'm not hungry.
Then Paimon will also pass. Paimon will save her stomach for something better.
What a pity. It would seem that none of us can properly appreciate your skills, Walsey.
But, I mean, the mediocre meals are okay too. It's just like a sandwich and some vegetables. It's not as bad as Sejwin's experimental things.
Then I must beg Your Grace to find me some more ingredients, so I can come up with some more welfare meal recipes. If you're not in the mood to eat, I can get you some drinks. We just got some great shipments in from above.
You know, Fanta.
Yes, please? Huh. Paimon didn't know you could get non-welfare stuff at this place.
It's not for everyone. Think of it as a special treat for VIPs.
You know, because we're not prisoners anymore.
Oh, now that's what Paimon likes to hear. In that case, 2 bottles of the drink for Paimon, please.
You're gonna drink 2 of them?
2 bottles coming right up.
One of them's for me, right?
Our first meeting took place
No,
on short
Paimon's
notice.
getting
We were
2.
both swamped by everything that happened after, so there was no time for more casual chit-chat. I'm actually quite fond of stories, you know. Of course, the others have already told me a lot about your deeds in Fontaine, but I'd love to hear it straight from the source.
Well, you see.
Whoa. That'd be quite the long story.
I wasn't really involved with a lot of it. No. We fought tooth and nail for the sake of justice.
Impressive. Not all who possess the courage to risk their life for their ideals also have the strength to make it out unscathed. Had you not possessed these remarkable qualities, I probably wouldn't have had the chance to make your acquaintance in the first place.
Also, Paimon's drinks are huge.
Paimon gets the sense that you're trying to flatter us. That guy we talked to earlier was obviously trying to get us to put in a good word for him, but you're the Duke, right? Why would you need to get on our good side?
Because he needs us to do something.
Well, after all, you did help the fortress and I maintain our autonomy. Is it so strange that I would want to give a few words of praise out of genuine admiration?
Huh. That one's sus. I love her sus little pose. That's cute. Just a little bit.
So this is a matter of trust. Which is unfortunate, since I don't have nearly as interesting of a story to offer about myself. I was convicted and sent here at an early age. I only became the top dog after spending a long time figuring out its inner workings. Power and control come in many forms, some fair and ethical, others less so. And since we're all sinners here, the victor calls the shots, no matter how they manage to get to the top.
Ooh.
So, what do you think? Didn't put you much more at ease, now did it?
No, it didn't, because you're intentionally trying to seem tougher than you are.
Kinda. You're really different from most of the people we've met so far.
I'm perfectly aware of that too, but even so, that doesn't make me think any less of you. I would very much like to maintain friendly relations with you two.
Yeah, I'd like to stay friends. I see no reason to not.
Your Grace, after following your instructions, we were able to find a box of undeclared contraband in the latest shipment of cargo.
Ooh.
They were extremely well hidden, and we've confirmed that the senders have been using this method to smuggle goods for a while. We're trying to trace the goods to their source.
Got it. Leave the box here and contact me immediately if you make any progress. You're dismissed.
Yes,
Someone's
Your
doing
Grace.
Contraband. Sorry, I'd almost
Oh,
completely
that's a
forgotten
huge
about
box.
She mentioned something about contraband. Are they like dangerous goods?
this. Not necessarily. The term is just applied to things people want to bring in on the sly.
You know, things not officially approved to come in, but it could just be extra bottles of Fanta. It might be dandelion wine. We don't know.
Many people here are experts at pulling rabbits out of the most ordinary hats. So we have to examine everything carefully. Now, what do we have here? It's more or less what I expected.
Whoa, this is certainly a box of curiosities. Mora, snacks, yarn, balls, ropes, mechanical parts, and even a gem!
Random stuff.
Wait, if you've confiscated this entire box, then does that mean all of this belongs to you now?
I guess, but it sort of needs to be held for the investigation first.
Yep. We can't just send them back up now, can we?
Well, okay, that is fair.
What? But that's just insane profit! Traveler, why don't you become a duke as well?
What about you, Paimon? Why don't you become a duke? But it's only because he caught the contraband. Finders keepers, I guess, is the rule.
Paimon will be your vault keeper!
Jokes aside, I didn't know you'd be so interested in this box. How about this then? You can pick anything you want from it. Consider it a gift from me.
There it is again. Someone offering us free things. Y'all have the same kissing up technique. Everyone's giving out drinks.
Really? You'll
and
let Paimon
stuff.
pick anything?
And Paimon's falling for it every time.
No take-backs. Paimon will have you know that she's got a real good eye for treasure.
Paimon, you'll just pick the Mora.
I never joke about things like this.
Alright, Paimon's gonna have a look. Paimon wants this one. This dark, sparkly gem. You just know it must be worth a ton of Mora.
But what do people in jail have? What is the point of having something that's basically jewelry in jail? Like, there's no worth to this down here if it's just a pretty gem.
Actually, never mind. Paimon doesn't want this gem anymore. Can Paimon pick something else instead?
Paimon? What just happened? You want to share with the class?
There's something weird about this gem. Paimon remembered a lot of bad things when she picked it up.
Okay, what did Paimon remember? I'm concerned about what Paimon remembered.
Paimon couldn't even tune them out. It's as if the gem was just drawing them out of Paimon's brain. It was super spooky.
Okay then. Like, but what did you see, Paimon? Is it secrets about how you're a god?
Is that so? Let me give it a try.
No, you probably shouldn't.
Paimon's right. I too experienced some unpleasant flashbacks.
You sure did stand there quietly. Let me try. Why are we all intentionally triggering ourselves?
Are you sure?
Why are we doing this?
I wouldn't exactly call it fun.
My constitution is a bit different from everyone else's, so I could probably handle it.
Fair enough. Go ahead. I don't think it'll have a permanent effect.
I mean, yeah, you all touched it for 2 seconds and are fine, so. Alright, let's see. Where are we going? Oh my. Oh no. Yeah, those were some bad memories.
Are you okay, Traveler? You also saw something, right?
Mostly things about our sister and the dead body at the statue and our sister and the mirror thing. Kari Bear really messed us up, I guess. Relived some unforgettable memories.
I'll take this gem then and run a thorough investigation on its properties. Paimon, feel free to pick something else.
You can pick something that's not cursed.
Then, actually, never mind. Paimon's gonna pass. Paimon was thinking about one of the snacks, but who knows if it'll also make Paimon sick.
Who knows if there's poison in it or something.
You do have a point. In that case, we should destroy the entire box and all of its contents.
Just destroy it.
Seems like we're almost done with our drinks, too. Let's go check out the Society's gathering place, then.
Wait, but you never explained anything about the Society when we sat down to catch up. You kept asking us about our backstory. You haven't explained much of the Society to us. But okay. And also, I think we should keep the Mora. I don't think the Mora is cursed, because Morax wouldn't allow it.
I can introduce you, and we can also
Unless
continue
it's
our
fake.
conversation while we're at it.
Wait, are you this free every day or something?
Is something up? Something's up.
Just noticed? I wasn't exactly busy the first time we met either.
Okay, I figured you intentionally planned around having free time to greet us. We're like, it's called dropping everything to focus on the traveler's nonsense. Alright, let's see the Beret Society.
We are honored by your visit, Your Grace. All of us at the Society have been waiting for your arrival.
Am I allowed to say that the accent itself is sus? Because that's the Southern preacher accent. Like, the Gideon from Gravity Falls Southern preacher accent.
Are these your two guests?
Yeah, no, that's just the Gideon accent. I wonder who is the evil person.
Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Dougier, the head of the Beret Society. This is their gathering place.
I was gonna call him Duggar, but okay, Dougier. I hate French. I truly do. Because it looks like Dougier.
Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books and other resources. Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities and seminars, which are always well attended.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization in the same way as you would in the world above. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here for the first time. I remember that feeling all too well. None of us knew anything about this place then, after all. But that's when the thought came to me. If we could help everyone turn over a new leaf, they would no longer have to lead such gloomy existences.
Yeah, no, you're doing the preacher voice on purpose.
Thus, it was with your help that I founded the Beret Society.
Oh, so you were also involved with this, Wriothesley?
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber stamp the application.
So he just approved it.
I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep. But the Society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Exactly right. Here, we keep an eye on each other and remind each other of our goals. Everyone can focus on rehabilitating our mental states and even make many new friends. Our operations are entirely funded by members' donated goods and credit coupons. Same for the things you can see here.
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirapede? Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
What's up with the hats?
There's nothing deep about it. I just felt like we needed some kind of visible identifier. If our members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group, then the hats would become a point of pride for them as well. And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats. Optimism, community, hard work, and a desire for a new life. I hope this hat will show everyone everything we have been working towards.
In other words, that hat has come to represent something like a model citizen, which also helps them recruit new members.
It's like being a Boy Scout.
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal as well. Let's take a little old seat over here. There's no need for us to stand.
Are you gonna offer us another free drink?
I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please wait here just
another
one
free
moment.
drink.
Feel free to look around too if you want to learn more about us.
So this meeting was planned?
Oh, right. What happened to your slow day, Wriothesley?
This was his plan for the day, to have this meeting. And he just tricked us into coming along to the meeting.
Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I need to do something low-key.
Yeah, you failed really hard at trying to... Well, I mean, you succeeded in getting us to come with you for this, but at the same time, we're on to you.
Kidding, of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long. We've also already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't answer the question at all? Well, we're already here, aren't we?
non-answers are answers if you're a politician.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right? So this is what their spot looks like.
Alright, let's talk to members. Examine the books. Ah, yes, recruitment propaganda. Gotta love it.
Hey, what are you doing over here?
Oh, hello. You are a guest of the Duke, are you not? I'm organizing the bookshelves. Want to take a look? We've got some classics, as well as a few books that the members published themselves.
There are writers in prison?
Most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization.
Yep, propaganda.
Some quit drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at calligraphy. And even I've learned to use a camera. We find it kind of funny. You see, had we managed to stay above ground, none of us would have ever had the time to learn any of those skills.
Ah, it's because you all have a lot more free time now.
I mean...
Not only that, but we've also now got the mental space to think about taking on new things. Before we came here, we were constantly exhausted just trying to live. With how the Duke and Mr. Dougier have organized our lives down here, though, all we need to do is think about the things that we want to do. You never know what you may be good at until you give it a try.
So weird to see something trying to sell prison life as a utopia. It's like the weirdest thing.
And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all, there's no need to conform to societal expectations when you're already in jail.
Ah, so you have some of the kinks. Gotcha.
So this is something like a safe space.
For all of the naughty fanfics. All of them are welcome here. Because otherwise nothing gets saved. You know. Something AO3 is a good thing. Which it is.
Yeah, that's exactly right. After all, not everyone is good at fighting, or have the physical strength to do hard labor. The society is exactly what some of us need. And that's it. I just finished organizing this shelf as well, so feel free to check it out if you want. Just remember to put the books back after you're done.
So that she doesn't have to reorganize again.
Don't worry, we will.
Okay, we already checked the books. I assume they're gonna just say the same thing. He's just staring at a wall. Okay.
Welcome to our gathering
hello,
place. Is
everybody.
there anything you'd like me to explain to you?
We are currently doing Wriothesley's character quest, if that wasn't obvious. And we're currently talking to the Beret Society.
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
You sound like a salesperson.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members. I'm sure Mr. Dougier has already explained some of it, but allow me to fill you in some more. Besides this space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room. These rooms are open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria anymore.
Okay, but how would they get access to food that's not food from the cafeteria?
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on His grace.
You know, for food.
We started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though, so they'll let us borrow their kitchen to do some simple research into recipes and cooking.
You know, because we need to do research into how to make rice.
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life if you had all this support.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Dougier founded the society. We all think we made the correct choice to join him.
more member. But I also want to see what you guys are talking about.
The Society is planning to host another event soon. We haven't had many new recruits recently, so...
Ah, the one you mentioned to me before. The idea is sound, but I still have some concerns about the specifics.
Recruitment banquets, I'm guessing, sort of things. Here's the last guy.
Hey, you there, newbie!
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this?
Yeah, okay.
Ha!
Whoa, that is not deep breath exercises. That was really loud.
That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too.
So the internal screaming becomes external screaming. Got it.
With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs and return to the day with all the optimism in the world.
You know, scream into your pillow. It makes you feel better.
Why don't you also give it a try, huh? I promise that it'll work.
Paimon's gonna pass.
We're not doing that.
Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you remember this trick, it'll come in handy one day.
Okay, that's not encouraging. That's concerning, because the moment the traveler screams is the moment I am very concerned.
Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
Oh, so now we're talking about actual breathing exercises. Okay. You know, the count to 8.
Alright, we've talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty happy. That would explain why Wriothesley only had good things to say about this place. Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Oh, they had more to talk about.
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place?
It seems pretty nice.
Now, note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dougier and the Society as a whole.
Oh no, don't do that. Cause Dougier is sus. He is sus as hell. But the Society people seem nice.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process.
We only have nice things to say about your members, so...
It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Paimon thinks it's pretty good. Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
It seems all right on the surface. Okay, I don't want to give my hand that much. Same
so
here.
it seems that you were able to get a sense of our vision and values. That's all I can ask for, really.
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological needs. Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged, causing pain and conflict.
You know, we need to work through our problems so we don't go punching each other.
But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into fuel for far nobler pursuits. Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first step on the path to redemption.
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the Society, I had met too many people who could not come to terms with themselves. And I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their way.
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine, working and fighting.
Okay, but there's a reason they all ended up down here, Paimon.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress. For others, though, they would just be useless distractions.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even His Grace sometimes fights in the ring.
Oh, I'm not surprised. He literally has boxing gloves.
What? You fight in the ring too? Wearing those high-tech boxing gloves of yours?
Which, that sounds unfair. It sounds unfair.
Oh, I almost never need them.
Almost never. Dude, why are you so worried? It's 'cause you lost your hat for a minute?
Isn't that the guy who lost his hat? Did you come here to relax too?
Oh. What? Why is everyone
What's wrong?
concerned?
Did you forget about us already?
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat back. I'm sorry, but I've got to go.
There it is. The dude's being sus again.
He's still as weird as before. Paimon's kind of used to it by now, though.
Kinda used to it.
Dougier, do you know what's up with him?
I'm also not too sure about that. As far as I recall, he's always been a little strange, but I'll check up on him later. After all, it's my responsibility as the leader to make sure that no one falls through the cracks.
We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we got sidetracked?
Something about useless distractions. Something about boxing gloves.
Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, everyone will use everything in their power to win. And when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. That would be when I need to pull out my gloves to maintain order. Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times.
Everyone being like handcuffs, not handcuffs.
Oops.
Oh, no. We pulled out the rock. Whoops. That is not the handcuffs.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
I mean, we followed him over here, Paimon. Where would he have put it in the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't let it come into contact with my skin.
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for his grace, would you?
No, don't do that. Do not do that.
Yes, right away.
Oh, no.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your grace, please let me know if there's something wrong with it now.
It still looks good to me. Say, Dougier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
Never, your grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this kind of a thing.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day. The Traveler also has some other plans, after all.
I mean, not really. Our plans were interact with you.
Got it, your grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit.
You mean just the open air?
Traveler, Paimon, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that goes for you as well, your grace. We wish you all the best in your endeavors.
And same to you.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest of the day. Why did you lie to him?
Yeah, it's like we never have plans.
Well, what's your opinion of the society now that you've taken a look around their headquarters?
Paimon thinks it's pretty chill. Weren't you complimenting them the entire time as well?
Well, yeah, but that's part of show.
Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said, but wasn't it something along the lines of encouraging people to embrace their new lives with optimism? There's only one potential problem. If the society does too good a job managing and rehabilitating its members, you may be soon out of a job.
Because people might just, move on with their lives. And or not need to be policed while in jail.
That is certainly a possibility. But at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload by managing and rehabilitating prisoners in my stead. I wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish, and also get a sense of Dougier's plans for the future. I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but then I noticed some faint hints of dissonance.
there were some tells that things weren't as they seem.
Dissonance?
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too.
There's something off about that place.
As expected, you also picked up on it. The whole truth is a bit complicated, so I'll explain everything to you later. I can tell you right now, though, that this was an unexpected turn of events.
You know, we had hoped they weren't corrupt.
I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but now a confrontation may no longer be avoidable. It's hard to predict what might happen next.
You've completely lost my mind.
Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gathering place? Just tell them you left something of yours there by accident. If my hypothesis is correct, Dougier should already have left. And with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very different reception from the members.
Can't you just tell us exactly what to expect?
I'm just following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain evidence, and then use the truth to render judgment. It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I'd even begun to miss it.
So you're just making your own drama down here. Got it. I'll trust you
I'll
for now.
explain everything to you later, but right now we need to seize this opportunity. Find out what you can from them now while they're all in one place. We might not get another chance like this anytime soon.
Don't they always gather there? But okay. Someone just hid a bow in this box. That's fine.
It's just as Wriothesley said. Seems like Dougier is no longer here. You said you felt there was something off about this place, right? So let's see if we can feel something out. Paimon will do her best to help.
Let's start with striking up a conversation. Talking always works.
Wait, you guys are...
We're really sorry. We just realized that we lost something, and we figured we might have left it here by accident. We'll be on our way as soon as we find it.
We haven't figured out what we lost, but we lost something.
Oh, okay.
A glass bottle? Why are you all upset about a bottle?
Nobody?
Traveler, are you carrying spice? You know spice is a drug, right? A very, very powerful drug. Don't do spice, kids. Just don't do it. But it was about the size of my hand.
It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bag of Mora or anything.
You know, if it's drugs, though, it might be worth a good bit of Mora, so...
We'll just look for it ourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it. We're not gonna tell Wriothesley anything, don't worry.
Because, you know, it's our drugs, and we would never tell him that we lost drugs.
I'll go find Mr. Dougier.
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does he have to know?
Feels like they're all terrified of something.
We can look around for it, yeah?
I mean, we can see what's on the tables. Y'all acting sus. Not letting me look for my drugs.
Hey, big guy.
What do you want?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? Take a deep breath and let it all out.
Ah!
Oh yeah,
My
that's
bad.
right. You sure are a fast learner.
Where did the optimism go?
I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma, and I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time, right?
Oh.
You're looking for something, you said?
Your energy
I
level
didn't see
just
it, but,
plummeted, my guy.
I should be somewhere nearby.
Alright, what do you gotta say?
Hey, hello? Anyone home?
Hello? How can I help you?
The rundown again.
The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything beyond what I've already told you.
You don't know anything?
But...
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just... there's nothing more I can tell you.
Ah, you know, because there's more to tell. He just can't tell it to us. Thank you for confirming there's more going on here. We already knew that, but sure did confirm it.
Are you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but you can't check out the books right now.
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but weren't you super friendly just a moment ago?
Sorry.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
I'm still gonna examine the books
You
again.
really can't check them out. Please understand.
Oh, wow. No, they won't even let me look at the titles of the books. Dang. Okay, Wriothesley. We were detectives.
Oh, you're back. How were things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
They were all acting super scared.
That would prove my suspicions. The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Like the one guy we found hiding in a box.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we saw him at the gathering place. Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid since we first met?
And that's precisely why I took his hat.
See, I knew it. He did not lose his hat. Wriothesley took it.
Oh, so the one who started it all was... It was you all along!
Yeah. And then we got curious, and he knew we would get curious, and then he brought us along to all the meetings. Crazy how that works.
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going on. I don't believe any of Dougier's talk about unstable mental states.
How long have you been investigating
Not
this,
too
my
long.
guy?
Dougier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels like the performance was too elaborate.
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just take the whole society into custody?
'Cause they're already in jail, Paimon.
Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs. In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show. Everything I do is on display. The way people see me act determines the kind of world I can create down here. And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
Yeah, the Duke's values will be emulated by the people.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice and order. And that's why, even though Dougier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Alright, so you're saying Dougier has figured out some way to control the members of his society, and even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
I feel like we're missing something.
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever seen. And that won't turn out well in the long run. I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit. The line has been set, and it's quite likely that a fish will bite.
Fish? Bite?
He set a trap, Paimon. Come on.
Let's give them some time. My guards will need it to finish their investigation, too. You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Hey! Don't just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon! Hey!
We don't have time to make sure you understand things, Paimon. That takes too long. Wait until 1800. Okay. Let us time travel. To only a few hours. Cool.
It's finally evening. Wriothesley's probably wrapped up his investigation. Paimon has no idea what that guy's thinking. Let's just go find him and ask him what he's really up to.
Wait. Can we not get into his office from down here? But, okay, yeah, I thought the door was down here. Alright, into the office. Oh, we can go all the way down here. Hold on. I'm wandering. Oh yeah, it's just the door to the boat that's gone. Where'd the boat go? Like, I know we used it, but then he said he brought it back down here for maintenance. So, if it's not down here, where is it? Did we lose an entire boat? Hey dude, where's the boat?
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points. I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss. Namely, why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Why did no one come tell me that he was coercing them into, you know, not telling me?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help. Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them.
Which is a shame, because you actually do care about the prisoners. Because you've been working with Dougier.
Yes, something like that. Dougier must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side. So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present. There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
That makes sense. Wait, then does that mean it was all Paimon's fault?
A little bit, but no, his whole thing was that he tossed the rock out of his pocket.
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dougier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought the matter up on his own. But now, not only has Dougier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it. That likely set his internal alarms off all at once.
The hats must be hiding something.
Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. It's the only thing that could explain the fear. If we didn't act right then and there, Dougier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth, and we'd be back to square one. So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem onto the ground. I must say, I was pretty satisfied with the results.
Of everyone panicking.
Ah, so you did that on purpose?
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered as part of our investigation of the Society from the very beginning. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I decided to gamble.
So that was the
right.
Yep.
And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
You used us as a part of your plan too!
Which, I mean, yeah, that's why he offered us lunch and free stuff from the box, knowing that Paimon would probably pick up the weird rock, and that we would come with him to the meeting. All of this was intentional.
My apologies. There was no time and quite a lot to explain, so I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves. But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know.
Have you, though? Have you, though?
Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the Society.
See, because now you've dangled that secret in front of us, and it's like, oh, we gotta find out the secret.
Would you be willing to lend me your support?
We gotta keep working until we find out the secret.
But Paimon's still mad at you!
If all you need is help planning.
You have my thanks. Now, there are still two outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats.
What is up with those hats?
I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself. The other is the true purpose of the black gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge of it. It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait and venture outside of their dark and murky pool. I'll put some music on while we wait.
Okay, so he did actually do music, and it's just my TV's too quiet to hear it. It's just a little bit of classical music. That's nice. Meanwhile, there's a knock at the door.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Yep.
Please, do.
There it is. Wait, you're not any of the people we talked to.
I apologize for my lack of composure. These two are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct?
You know us?
Yes, my lover Fasol told me all about you. Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the top. What happened at the Society?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think I should start from when you saw Fasol last.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
And he was scared?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels. Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened. Now that he's lost Dougier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
What's, censure?
Censure?
Censure is Dougier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most. Rather than listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you. Every secret may be found within
the hat.
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry. Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. You see, Avice's mental state has been rather unstable ever since she arrived at the fortress.
You being sus again, man.
She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her babbling as random gibberish.
I mean, she was pretty coherent, man. Pretty coherent. I can talk sometimes. Coherent. There we go.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Only people I give permission to are allowed to be in here.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for your grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter. So please, forgive my discourtesy.
What about the guards? Aren't there guards outside? What were they doing?
Like we'd believe you.
You got some nerve. Showing
Please,
your face
there's
around
no
here.
need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know his grace to be a reasonable man.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
Also, hold on. I need to turn up just because the music.
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fasal. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him back to our place, so there's no need to worry.
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
You can do it.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else she would like to say. Pressuring her will not get you anywhere.
Of course not, because you're manipulating the situation, man.
It's all right, Avice. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of, no matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you. I swear this on my name and honor as the Duke.
Ooh.
Your Grace, forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said everything I could say about the matter.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say. Please, don't press me further.
But why?
In that case, Avice and I will be off. Once again, please accept my apologies for disturbing your peaceful evening, Your Grace.
Miss Avice, please show me your head. That is an order.
Wriothesley. That's a really weird request. That sure is.
There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when I say you've merely let your worries get to your head. The Society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards of the fortress. We've spent all of our time working hard and trying to lead better lives.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You're a liar.
Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs? I'll do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent on getting rid of someone who's been unfalteringly loyal?
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Everything that I do for the fortress of Meripede.
I missed something.
But Your Grace is welcome to visit us any time to confirm the true intent of our activities. All right, Avice. Let's head back.
He makes Paimon really, really mad.
That's fair, Paimon.
We should have shown him his place.
Paimon! You're a little dictator.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. Oh, he must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be patient. The entire society are his hostages. His subordinates would definitely react if he were taken into custody.
She left her bow. Her bow is still on the table.
And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me.
We won't let him
The
get
true
away with
secret
it.
of the society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads. Dougier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic. However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either. What are they trying to hide?
Oh, good.
But if there's nothing on her head, why did Avice feel the need to remove her hat?
Because there's something in the hat.
The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret, but there's nothing wrong with the hats themselves. From the way Dougier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence.
The lost hair clip on the table.
I have an idea, but...
So do I.
What is it? Tell Paimon about it!
She did
You
it
mean
to remove the
this
hair
thing?
clip.
So, she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dougier noticing. That would mean that Avice didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed. Let me take a look.
What's in the little bow?
I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Huh.
Paimon's last again.
Let's see. What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out of the gem.
Oh, goody.
And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
The gem is used as a container.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity. With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
You know, from the primordial sea.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant things.
Dougier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain. The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life.
That's not
Agony,
fun.
desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair. No wonder they're all so terrified of it.
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
And that might not even be all. Let's go get them right away. We can't let Dougier escape with all of the evidence.
I mean, where's he gonna escape to? He's stuck in prison. But also, yeah, we need to go get him. Oh no.
Your Grace, we have taken the Society members into custody.
They're not having a great time. One of them's just straight up unconscious. We will say he is unconscious.
They all tried to flee just a little while ago, as if they had received some kind of order. We decided to forestall their plan, and were just about to send the word when you unexpectedly arrived.
Great work, everyone.
You had prepared for something like this all along?
I had them stay here to keep an eye on things, so I'm glad that my intuition turned out to be correct. Perform a thorough search of the Society's headquarters and bring all the members to me.
Understood, Your Grace.
Now, let's check on them. As expected, they all have a hollow thorn inserted into a wound on their head.
Paimon's glad her eyesight isn't so good that she can see it from here. Paimon's gonna float away for a bit.
Paimon feels sick, but also, they didn't pull the thorns out?
They probably left it there as a lasting reminder of Dougier's censure. These people must have had to endure an unimaginable amount of pain. Let's go check out the other areas, too.
Hey, come here. Have a look at this.
What did you find, Paimon?
This is a book that Paimon found in a box next to the bookshelf. Its contents are exactly the same as this book on the shelf. The colors of the covers are completely different, though, and the names of the authors also don't match up.
Okay, so they're just adding more books.
Yeah, and they dared to claim that they wrote these too. Huh.
Plagiarism! The worst crime! As YouTube is currently freaking out about. Seriously, do not plagiarize. It is bad. Okay, what did we find over with the drugs?
Look at what I found.
Drugs? Oh, no, a glowing red eye thing.
This is a surveillance port. With this, Dougier would be able to remotely monitor everything that's happening at the gathering place. So even if Dougier's not there in person, he'll still always have eyes on the members. Indeed. It's easy to become lost and confused when you're given no instructions or any kind of script to follow. And if any action you take may be deemed a mistake, and perhaps it's better to do less. Or to not do anything at all. Dougier has already tamed them to his will.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
What now?
What's the matter?
We couldn't find any Society members in the other areas. It also seems like none of the equipment in those rooms were ever used. All the signs of wear and tear are fake.
They never used the relaxation rooms?
The lime scale, the layers of dust. They were all deliberately added. We also investigated the members' residences and weren't able to find anything. Their neighbors all say that they haven't returned home for ages.
You know, to the cells they're supposed to sleep in during curfew. What have you guys been doing to not keep track of like 20 people?
Oh. Is that right?
They're gone? That could only mean...
Their real headquarters are elsewhere.
As long as he allowed Society members to mingle with others, even with threats of censure, Dougier knew that he couldn't stop all of his members from speaking out. Meanwhile, this marvelous gathering place will lose all of its value as soon as a whistleblower sounds the alarm. So instead of being his real base, this is just an elaborate performance. The rest areas, the fancy equipment, even the members that we saw, they were merely part of the front. And only the most docile and well-trained members were selected as his performers.
But then, where can we actually find him?
Let me think.
You know, where could he have hidden an entire base?
Dougier must be holding all the rest of his members in another place. And if the overseer of my fortress guard has never alerted me to anything of the sort, he must be in Dougier's pocket.
Ooh. Let's go
I'm
find
of the same
him.
mind. Let's go. You two, follow me.
We got a mole. Got a traitor. Oh, the production zone. That's down here, right? Yeah.
Did that person flee here?
That's the most likely scenario to me. He's probably already caught wind of Dougier's declaration of war against me, and has fled to seek his protection. Let's keep heading down. There are some abandoned areas in there. Since he needs space, I'd guess Dougier probably converted them into his headquarters.
Why do you allow there to be such large abandoned areas?
We should be on the right track.
In the prison.
Now we just need to find that turncoat. Let's go. We can take this path. You guys take the other.
Okay, let's follow you, Wriothesley. Let's go. Oh, it's only me. That's fine. We better not be fighting anything, because I am not prepared. I do not have artifacts, my guy. What sword do I have? Yeah, I have a cool sword, but I do not have artifacts. What are we doing? Okay.
Look! There's a fallen guard over there! Paimon sees some society members too!
Ooh, we gotta catch him.
After them!
We gotta catch him.
Run!
Catch the guy. Catch the one running. Why are you running? Why are you running?
Did Dougier send you? Why did you attack that guard?
Come on! It's time to talk! Can't you see that he's trying to help?
I will take your cooperation into consideration when it comes time to hand out sentences.
You know, extra sentences. On top of the part where you're already in jail.
But Mr. Dougier, he didn't want this guy to expose our true location. We were just about to dispose of him when you caught up to us.
You were just about to kill him? Hold on. Whoa.
So, in other words, your headquarters should be this way.
Gotcha.
Yes, it's just down this way. You'll make it there once you've seen him pass through a large drainage pipe.
Now that's actually helpful
Guards,
information.
take them away. Let's go. It's about time that we find out what Dougier's really after.
Go down to the Beret Society. This is pretty far down. Oh. The exit was this way. Okay. Say I love the score for just this whole arc. Like all of Fontaine. It's just been really good music. Multi-directional connection control drive valve. Can we make a longer name? Okay, it's complex to operate, so I mean, I guess that's an excuse. Wait, okay, the text is the same. Great. Read. All work in the mine has been suspended. Oh good, we need tech support. Too bad, we're not asking for tech support. Okay, the safety manual. Okay, can be used to open doors. Great. The drivetrain is removable. The direction indicated by the core drive is opposite to the indicated by the computer drive. Then it will open. Supply warehouse 1, mine shaft, energy storage warehouse, supply warehouse 2. So wait, have these rooms just been down here this whole time? Have I been able to explore this whole time? New locking mechanism, great. Stop. Hold on. I'm just assuming I have to move it to the other spots. And then run again. No. I thought it was maybe open in a place. Yeah, none of these are open doors. Okay. Stop. There we go. There's an open one. Okay. Which one is this? Oh, great. The cameras. Don't know what I'm supposed to be doing yet, so I'm gonna ignore that. So that's locked. But ooh, evil rocks. Pick up. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. I see. I see. I need to take one of the gears to put in this one. Sure what the energy thing is for. Oh, it's supposed to be a security camera. I have not played FNAF, but I know how this works. It's the camera to look in.
Wherever the tide takes me, so long as the light of the hearth still shines, I'll always have a home to return to.
I don't know if these will do it? Oh yes, they will. No, just barely off. Will that run? No, because it goes clockwise on him. He's the exact same.
Spend some time at the bottom of the sea, in peace and total silence.
Stop there, so that I can grab this one, and if it stays where it's already facing, it should. Nope. Great. Door is closed, but I can still see in here. That doesn't really help me. Maybe if I look in the other ones. The Geo mine shaft. Okay, so this room's not got anything. Am I doing this wrong? Okay, so this one looks like it could be the right one. So they seem to want it to be the center one. Yeah, they want it. Wait, what level is that? Now I'm just sort of confused. But that's because this thing is confusing. And I don't like it. sort of annoyed with how janky this feels, but... turn the way. All the way around by the time that one gets there.
Wherever the tide takes me, so long as the light of the hearth still shines, I'll always have a home to return to.
This one, no matter what, always points inward. So as long as we get it to face that one. So yeah, this first one does that, but that doesn't help me with any of this. And apparently, I was not supposed to put this in here. That made my life so much harder.
It's easy to fix a machine when you know how it's built and how it works. But people, they're much more difficult.
People are very hard to fix from there. That is correct. Okay, this is another one of the dead ends. But it's got one of these that works. So, oh, and a chest.
There's a lot of treasure here.
Facing the opposite way. So, but there should be something when it turns. There it is. Ooh. Read this. Oh dear. Something about training. No way could it hit the training dummy. Just what I was thinking. Let's get a drivetrain there.
Wherever the tide takes me, so long as the light of the hearth still shines, I'll always have a home to return to.
off. I won. It's driving me insane.
I want to spend some time at the bottom of the sea. In peace and total silence.
I don't know what this thing is supposed to do. Reset the whole thing. So at this point, that was just not working. Is it just on the other end of the hallway and I wasn't supposed to go? Was I just supposed to go? Are you shitting me? I wasn't even supposed to go in there. That's some other nonsense puzzle. Oh. Now I'm really annoyed. I wasted time on a nonsense puzzle that had nothing to do with... Oh, man. Okay, good. I get Wriothesley. Let me punch things.
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. They've been left abandoned due to a lack of funds. There are usually guards on patrol here. It would seem that all of those guards have been bought as well.
That's quite a few guards.
Stay sharp. He's got a ton of surprises waiting for us, I'm sure.
Alright, let's go. Oh, it's just... Okay, it's just a ladder. Just gonna drop. Drop. Hey, everybody, what's up? How about just getting punched? Okay, so...
Shine down!
You...
Born of ice and frost.
You...
This way, pretty little.
This is working. Whoops, there's one. Okay, let's just do the combo.
Let's move up. Rest and rebuild.
Stay cool. Face your gift.
Boom. First. Aw, that went too fast.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now. Just follow the guards and leave this place.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dougier really prepared for everything.
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as account for all the Gardamex that had mysteriously gone missing.
You didn't find any of that suspicious? My guy.
Seems like he's prepared for an all-out confrontation with me.
Hey, what's this?
seems like some kind of handbook. Let me see. Ah, this should be the Society's real rules book. It lists all the rules that they're expected to follow.
Here we go. Let's read the cult rules.
Members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal permission.
Oh, man.
5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be punished for any single member's wrongdoings.
Oh, no.
Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food and water.
Yup, that sure is a cult, guys.
I see. So it's much as I expected.
A cult?
But that's just cruel and unreasonable.
Yeah?
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others, and in the process cause pain to those around them. To avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however, and so resentment builds until every prisoner has become an island. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate as Dougier's slaves.
It's an affront to human dignity.
Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she was spooked by that black gem.
I mean, yeah.
She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instincts after a negative experience.
Is that the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision. It never hurts to be careful.
Uh-huh.
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to interpret that as a decision that you only made under emotional duress. The human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty ocean. We convince ourselves that we're in control, but in truth, a single wave could sweep us off course and send us crashing into the path of a storm. Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime.
I'm gonna go kick their butts. Let's go, Wriothesley. Let's go kick butts. And also get a chest. I vow never to run away again. Oh dear. Not speak without permission. So yeah, it's a cult. No surprise there. Just whatever you do, guys, if you see Kool-Aid, do not drink it. Just don't do it. That's the #1 rule. Also, if they're Scientologists, don't give them money. But cults are serious, and it's really sad for people that are stuck in them.
If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place, but the door's been locked.
No way.
Rather than confront Dougier, I think it's more important right now for us to rescue as many society members as possible. You guys should wait here. We'll try to open the door and check out some other spots.
Open the door. Would we have to do something to this mechanism here? Paimon doesn't get it at all.
Now I get to the puzzle. You know,
Forget
not
it.
the other
Paimon's just
room.
gonna do some trial and error.
Okay, so I need to get the blue. Turn.
Whoa, it's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? The other side's open! Let's go.
Okay, but that's not the main big front door. It'll be fine. We'll work through the other sides first, I think. That's how we're supposed to do this. See a chest. Oh, and a pit. Oh dear. Oh dear. Deep pit. Keep on falling. Never good when the door of resurrection. Oh. Never mind.
Let's.
It was just an actual chest. Okay. Those usually aren't in domains like this. Guess I gotta explore this place before we get kicked out. Oh, another chest.
Illusion shattered! We're way behind schedule.
Grow! I'm seeing stars.
Hold on. Okay.
Ooh, it's going to get a little chilly.
There's more.
A moment, please.
Shine down!
Oh dear! Nahida, did you just straight up die? Oh, I did not expect that one. Okay.
Committed to memory.
Let's begin. No need to fear.
Illusion shattered!
This guy just does a lot of damage. Wait, hold on. I should probably...
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes anything.
This one not lining up where it lights up. Okay.
Ooh, the water level's gone way up. So that's how we'll make it to the top.
I hope there wasn't anything important I was supposed to be able to grab because I sure am going up very quickly. Whee! Whee! Okay, that's sort of fun. Just sort of spinning him. Okay. We need to focus on the actual quest and not spinning characters around. Oh! Hi, everybody! didn't think everyone was watching me spin Wriothesley around like a record.
Allow me!
We're currently in Wriothesley's domain thing. I think this is about the end of his quest thing. It's way bigger than most character domains are. So, I did not expect that.
These should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here. Dougier's probably moved them elsewhere already.
Let's still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person counts. Hey, it's all right now. You can leave this place.
No, I won't try to leave anymore. I'll never try to leave again. So close to me. I don't want any trouble.
No, we're not gonna do that. Please calm down. We're not bad people.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with the stress response in the way. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care of them for now and keep pushing forward.
All right. Let's search for an exit first.
Yeah, I'm like, they're sort of still drugged and very distressed. Yeah, that's not good. What's happening over here? But also, sinners, metaphor thinks, an atonement, blah 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 blah. Religious analogies. No way. I need to remove. And this one.
Door's open. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you. Make sure to bring everyone out safe.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace. We'll return here right away and await your orders.
Just focus on the tasks you've been given. I already have reliable help over here.
We're the best help ever.
Let's go back. We have unfinished business, do we not? That mechanism from the first room. Maybe we'll also need to hold it in place using the same device to open the door that leads to the central area. Don't forget to bring these along.
Oh, we can bring these with? These things are usually restricted to the puzzle they're related to. Okay. What's here for you?
This seems to be something like a console.
This is a surveillance terminal. The information collected by the surveillance ports we found previously will be sent here. I'm sure Dougier really enjoyed sitting here and making his people dance like puppets on strings.
That's a pretty small observation room.
Ooh, that makes Paimon even angrier!
But yeah, it's one of the security cameras. Wait, so I need to take one. Okay, so I did take one. Let's take another one just to be safe. We came in, we looped around. Install limiting device. Install limiting device. Operate. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Time to go down the main hallway. Oh my, there's a lot of people.
I must confess to being furious. To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit upon our rules.
I'm concerned
Remember
about the
their
box.
names. Fasal and Avice. They've betrayed you, betrayed us. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray our cause.
Yeah, he's gonna kill them.
Go on, Avice. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again and again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
Thistle, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll find a way to endure.
Oh, shut your wretched mouths! When did I give you permission to speak? My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
So yeah, anyone wondering why he has that evil southern preacher voice, it is intentional because this is a cult.
That's enough, Dougier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that His Grace?
Oh, Wriothesley. I knew you would come, but I didn't expect you to be so quick. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with me when you've already got the entire fortress at your feet?
You're doing horrible things, man.
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that...
Yeah, we're like, go ahead and leave. You're all free to leave.
Look at your people. Are they not starving as you wolf down your cake?
You. Stop acting all high and mighty like some hero of justice! Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. We are all irredeemable monsters who have destroyed something that others held dear.
You know, the laws.
What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what they've always deserved.
See...
And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running? Is it that all you need to keep your cushy life?
Ooh.
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as currency. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies have limits, but our spirits will always remain free.
There it is. I was like, where's the religious imagery? And they're like, here you go. It's all in a bunch of monologues at the end.
They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with people and things that they cherish. And most importantly, they should always retain the freedom to choose their own path once they've reflected on their past misdeeds. But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think. And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
He's really mad.
Honestly, he's been keeping it in until now. I feel the same way, though. He is completely valid in his fury.
You think me arrogant, Wriothesley? Well, I think you're too young and naive. You understand nothing of this world.
Okay, then how did he take control of the whole fortress? If he understands nothing, how did he manipulate everything?
Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever!
You're in hell, you see. And no one can be redeemed from hell.
No prisoner will listen to you out of gratitude of their hearts. The whip is the only way to make them obey.
Whoa there, man.
Had you been just one step slower, I would have already taken control of all the Gardamex in this place.
Yeah, that just means we get to destroy Gardamex.
Your vision gives you strength. But how long will it hold against these powerful constructs?
You talk big, but in the end, you know nothing outside of power and control. In that case, let me give you a small taste of what real power looks like.
Oh. Let's set up. Whoa.
Go.
They're all linked. One's already dead, so that's good.
Shine down!
Hold the line.
Away now. Stay cool and face your guilt. A moment, please.
No touching. This may hurt a little.
There is no escape!
Have a safe trip.
I don't know how many more enemies there's gonna
Not
be,
bad.
so might just be this one. Yes, that was the last one. Oh, cutscene! Looking awesome.
If you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook. And it's time you got treated like one.
Whoa!
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you. Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind.
Oh!
Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check.
Oof.
But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood?
Ooh! did it! Oh, and that's why there were so many chests. Because there's not an ended domain chest.
Sorry for taking so long.
Because of the cutscene.
Did I keep you waiting?
You were busy with important things.
Paimon didn't know you were so considerate.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way that I could truly empathize with the fear that the members felt every day. I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be enough to repair the damage that has been done. I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress.
At least we stopped it before it got any worse, but it got pretty bad.
Yeah, it's the least that we could do.
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with him yet?
Oh, Dougier? I've already got an idea. For now, I think I'll do nothing.
Huh? Why?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way.
Oh.
He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the details of his punishment. Of course, that's not to say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishments.
Okay, but they gotta tell us what Wriothesley does, right?
I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Shoot. Oh no. Okay, but he's like, because he was like horribly brutal in his cult actions, like starvation and shit. Yeah, this is only something that could happen in the fortress. But good idea, I guess.
Paimon didn't know you could also be so harsh. Looks like she should watch her tongue when she's around you in the future.
It's only to people who are horrible cult leaders, Paimon. You don't reach that bar, I promise.
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for all of your help. There's still a lot for me to take care of, so... How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria. We should have a better handle on things by then.
Okay.
No, Paimon's had enough of that place.
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal. I'll make the necessary arrangements.
Oh, then you've got yourself a deal.
I still want to know where the boat went. I still don't like that it's gone. It's like you don't just misplace an entire arc. It was huge. Maybe it'll be added to one of the future maps as something we can actually visit and explore. We're gonna get the 4.3 update stream on Friday, so hopefully we'll learn about it then. Maybe. But we gotta wait. I'm gonna time travel and not wait 2 days. Oh yeah, that was a long, Sure, I got stuck in a puzzle I didn't need to do, but that still was a long character quest. I want to say it was longer than Farina's. But then Farina didn't have an actual domain thing to explore. Maybe because Farina's supposed to get a second one? Like, all the Archons have 2 except Venti, so... Okay, there's Wriothesley.
Ah, you're here.
Oh, wow. He even got us lasagna. And garlic bread. And, chicken. Probably duck.
Paimon never forgets about meals. Even if the traveler forgets, Paimon will remind him for sure.
You say that like I don't feed you.
That's not what Paimon meant at all. Wriothesley, you got what Paimon meant, right?
Hmm? I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you too.
Jokes aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, the doctors have let me know that it shouldn't be too difficult to extract the thorns.
You know, the ones still... They're still embedded.
Which means that everyone should be
gross.
able to recover after a period of rest. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well. We've added a few who were more severely affected to a special observation list.
You sure got everything taken care of, Wriothesley.
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory.
Oh, we have a question.
Please, go ahead.
I don't want to know his... the anger when confronting Dougier.
That's a bit of a long story. I once had a similar experience. It had to do with the host family I lived with as a child. I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings, and we all adored each other.
Wait, did you live in the prison? No, you lived in the sewer area.
Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater means, and go on to adopt more young children. They were perfect parents. Or so I thought.
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock. Once we had reached a certain age, our parents would bring us to the market for sale.
Fuck, man? What the fuck is up with Fontaine? Why is there so much child slavery trafficking? Like, holy cow. Again, Lenny and Lynette were adopted as labor and then sold to another rich guy. Well, Lynette was sold. Like, what the heck? Why is this a thing? And why are none of these people in jail?
All children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. As for those who didn't sell, they were merely disposed of.
Holy shit, what the fuck?
Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? And all of my friends, all of my siblings, they all felt this way as well. I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found out before me were simply added to the disposal pile. I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' adoring smiles. Yes, like the society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to satiate their desires, and even employed incredibly cruel methods to keep their grasp on power. They did all of that, but never considered how their actions would utterly ruin all the children they took under their wing. Worse, perhaps they never cared about that at all. But I did. So in the end, I killed them and set all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crimes and exiled to the fortress of Meripede.
You know, patricide, matricide, I think is the other one. The killing of the parent. Okay. Well, holy cow, man. Like, it's a messed up situation. You can't blame him for retaliating in a messed up situation. Yeah. We're like, oh, you're here for actual murder. It's like, yeah. Sometimes people in jail actually killed people. Crazy.
My methods were extreme, yes. But I was still a teenager at the time. I'd been betrayed by those I trusted most, and I didn't think that more moderate ways would solve the problem.
To be fair, kids not believing they'll be listened to when in an abusive situation like that. It's not crazy to think of a teenage guy thinking the only way out is violence.
My doubt and helpless anger pushed me forward until I got what I deserved.
I don't know what to say to that.
It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. I've already committed to this path, regardless of what anyone may say about it.
I mean, he already served his time and is continuing to help others serve out their time.
The least I can do is to make sure that the same tragedy will not happen again in my new home.
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Are you guys doing better?
Oh, it's Avice and Fasol. Are you two feeling better yet?
It was all because you arrived in time. I managed to escape unscathed.
Glad to hear.
We came here on impulse today, because we were hoping that you'd be able to lend us a hand, Your Grace.
Please, go on right ahead. I'll do my best to help. Within reason, of course.
It's... I'd like to be wedded to Avice here at the fortress.
We need someone to officiate the wedding. But we're in jail.
You're getting married?
Aw, Paimon. Hey, Wriothesley, do you have the legal qualifications to officiate a wedding? At least on the papers?
Yeah, we met each other through the society and both fell into Dougier's trap. But even during our time there, we never doubted each other. We always believed that Dougier was manipulating us, trying to make us mistrust each other. And after this incident, we've come to believe that we've found the one for the rest of our lives.
That's nice. You guys bonded over joint trauma. Yay.
You could say we managed to make the best out of a bad situation. He didn't abandon me, and I didn't forsake him either. But we're still both prisoners, and we also aren't sure if the fortress is the best place to host something so celebratory.
I mean, you'll be allowed to throw the wedding.
So we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a wedding before.
But it's not against the rules. We've just never had two people want to get married.
But that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangements. If you need anything special shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
Including this very nice looking food. We'll also do this for the wedding. Catering.
We can't thank you enough, Your Grace. We are actually also planning to stay here after the conclusion of our sentences.
I mean, that sounds like what most people do.
Yeah, we've already made tons of special memories.
Special?
So now it'd be too hard to leave.
You guys were in a cult. You guys have horrible traumatic memories here. But okay, sure, fine, whatever.
And we have full confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm, Your Grace.
Your trust is the highest form of praise.
That might lead to, children being born in prison. Which happens. But in real life, it's a really sad thing where the kids are adopted out. Like, at birth. Or they're, like, sent into the foster care system. But it's like, they might actually have kids being raised in the fortress, and that would be weird.
Hey, loosen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the happiest man in Teyvat to hear that people would like to stay of their own free will?
I mean, he chose to stay.
Yeah. I'll always take a genuine expression of faith over any obligation to obey.
At the end? Guess that's the end. We'll be doing the little fungi event next Monday. I eventually need to do these. These will probably, I might do a poll. And the poll will be which of these 4 we do on Wednesday next week. because we won't have the 4.3 update until the week after that. And fungi will probably only take 1 day to go through. Hold on, let me try something. See if they can get the friendship XP from the journal commission thing. I don't like it though, because I think I only get one thing at 10 primo gems instead of all the other 10 primo gems. So I don't want to do it. Don't want to risk it, man. I need the other primos. Yeah, so I'll do dailies, but I won't do them on stream. And then we'll do a character thing next week. And so, but Friday we will be doing Undertale, like before. So hopefully some of you stop in for the Undertale stream. It'll be at 6, like all the rest of our streams on the weekdays. And so I hope to see some of you there. Thanks to anyone checking out the VODs on the YouTube, and we'll see you guys Friday.